All right. Welcome back. It's Sunday night, and we're going to do some more streaming tonight. I think I got another game to test for you. I'm getting things set up here. I'm looking at my channel. Trying to get my off-air working here. All right. That looks good. Alright, you can't see me yet because I'm not in the corner. I wanted to see the Space Engineers. What I want to do tonight is there's been a tease on this channel for a few months for Space Engineers on Mars, and I thought I'd go ahead and take you to that system and to that base. And we'll hang out on Mars for a couple hours tonight, just checking out bases I've built in the past. This one I think was as far back as like 6 months ago. And I'm going to go back and switch back and forth here to my OBS studio. And I see my mic going, so I think you're hearing me. And we'll get the game audio going here. So I liked going to Mars. What didn't I like about Mars? I miss the sky, and I miss the oceans and the water. And there's no trees. And so I don't think I liked Mars. I did it, and alright, I did it, and didn't go back. We'll go back now and visit. And I think I did some neat things here. So welcome. How do I go bare hand? Is that 0? I don't need my hands. Just kind of look around here on the surface. I have no idea where I am on the planet. I don't know if I'm near the poles or what. When I got here, what I was looking for was a gold mine. And if you look down, see there's gold. We're like, I'll take you down there and show you. I'm trying to think how to do this other than just have fun and play with my toys. You know that I've got a couple of ships here I can fly. So yeah, for those of you who aren't used to the game, that's what I'm trying to remember. If I hit the camera, I am in a spacesuit now. Now how do I get around to the front? I was doing this earlier. That and that. Oh, the
Energy low.
Alright. When I'm low, you have to charge your batteries. I've got a med bay over here on the surface. Charge me up, please. I was just doing it a minute ago where you get the camera to go around in front of your spacesuit. That's what I'm trying to remember is all these little things. So I've got my power up. Alright, that's not working. That's not working. In the middle, it's not working. Oh, is it shift? Or control? Well, V? I'll remember it sometime. Okay, I can fly. We have a jetpack. It's kind of fun. This is one vehicle. It is like a space truck, it looks like. It's got some cargo containers. Like I say, I built this stuff like 6 months ago, so I gotta remember. It's got missiles and Gatling guns in here. So this is kind of like my main looting truck to go out and gather things. And then it looks like I had some problems with some pirates. Now this is a heavily modded, well, not heavily modded. I consider must-have mods, but there are things added to this game that aren't the stock game. Some of these red things. There are installations on the surface that are red. There are things flying in the sky here I'm trying to look up that are red. Rats, we call them pirates. So rats, when I say rats, that's pirates for short. Yeah, so we got mods. And this ship is for looting, and this one is just a gun ship. And it's got, looks like it's only running on batteries. I don't see any other power on it. It's got an antenna back here. It's surrounded with cameras so I can fly it remotely. And we could take that around. I gotta decide, we're gonna probably go fly around and see some of these bases, and then we get to decide which ship do we want to take. And I guess in some of the surface I should kind of give you a tour of what's on the surface here. This is the power supply. I forget how much this thing generates, but each one of there are winds, believe it or not, an atmosphere on Mars, like CO2 winds. And, oh yeah, you don't see me, so I've got to go over and, I'm going to go over to OBS Studio here and pop myself in real quick. I think I can do it by saying game, this, video capture device, pop, and then I'll transition over and say, hi everybody, let's go. I'm going to go back to the game now. and I'll watch and see my off-air should pop up over there. Yeah, like each one of these produces like, if I remember, like say it was a long time ago, 350 like kilowatts. So this whole thing is like a megawatt up here. And I kind of got artistic, and you can see I put some glass in here. But that generates power, and it runs down, and there's a whole base under here it's powering. So to protect what's on the surface here, you know, I need like a surface power supply. Or at this time, I don't think I realized those turbines will work underground too, but I don't think I knew that at this time. These guns here are conveyor-fed ammunition from below, so they will never run out of ammunition, and they are designed to just protect everything that's up here. And then this is kind of like a landing pad to where this ship can go out and loot things. We'll go see some of the ships we've been looting, and bring them back and hook and land on that connector. And that connector, all these yellow lines that you see are conveyors, so that's how the guns are conveyor fed. And then this truck feeds the conveyor system, and so does the little one down here for its ammunition. And then the conveyor also comes over here to the med bay, and here's a cargo container on the surface I can get into. And then I built a recycling bin here. We'll pick up parts and toss them in here, and those are grinders in the bottom. And this is a lid, so we can like close the lid because the grinders fling things all over the place. And that's about it. So for the surface, I'll just kind of fly around here and let you see it from all sides. There's an underside here if you want to get in and look at the plumbing under there, but I won't. That's probably too advanced for most people. That all you need to know is that it's got connectors, and then that conveyor system runs all the way down this hole. So now we're going to fly down underground, following the conveyor system, and I'll stop on the first floor we come to here, where it looks like the conveyor stops there in the ceiling, comes over and enters this cargo container. And the rest of it is power, like electricity travels through all the metal structures. So that goes, there's a couple of turbines underground running. I think that's where I started these to get a little power, and then I put the ones on the surface to give me more power. So I can use my jetpack, or I can just walk around here. This base, so it's underground, obviously, and it wasn't here before I got here. I drilled this hole underground, and I can show you my drilling rigs. That's one of the things we can do in our videos. And then I built this base in the hole that was left by the drilling. So that's the top floor, and then there's a middle floor here. This is where I've got, look at this shit. This is a dual refinery setup. This is one of my best bases. I mean, let's all praise Clang. Where is it? That, again, I'll kind of give you a little tour. So you remember there was a third cargo container up on top, and a second one there, and a third one here. So you're like, what are in all these cargo containers? It's all my shit. So we'll do inventory, and we should see what's in this container is components. And see how there's thousands and thousands, well, hundreds of batteries, but components of everything I need here to play with. Looks like I got some iron and gold here, and that's in this container. But I think, right, we click this one and scroll down to large container 5, and looks like this one's got my bulk iron, nickel, cobalt, platinum. Looks like we got everything: silver, gold, ammunition, guns, grinders, that kind of stuff. And it is half full. Then we've got these, must be in the ships upstairs, those large containers. Large container 5 is just iron. So yeah, there's a container of just iron. That's large container 5. Any other large containers? Large container 4. And that's large container 4. So it doesn't look like, are some of these empty? I might have had stuff and used them in the past. Yeah, that's the one that's got all the stuff in it. The metals. We got one up here on top. And these are all linked together. You can transfer stuff in between them all. What is this? This is an empty container? Am I not looking in it? Yeah, this one's empty on top, which is cool. I mean, a lot of times I'll use it in the past. Like I may have used it for gold ore, or rock, or stone, or something. And then in addition, like to that, the third one there, I shouldn't, to confuse you, I'll stay up here on the second floor. So those are the containers, and then you notice I got a refinery on each side. And on this side I took off, there's my O2 generator. doing my hydrogen thing. This is a control block. Apparently, this is when I first started learning program blocks. I'll bet you this one is the one running these displays. That's when I first started putting displays out. Thinking, oh, this is cool. And that's my cryo chamber up there, and my med bay. I might as well do a little top me off while I'm here. Come on, baby, top me off. Bring it back. So see, it's all fed and tied into the system. There's all the plumbing. When I was back here looking, I'm like, oh yeah, those are all the speed blocks on the refineries, and 4 batteries, lots of batteries back here. No nuclear power supply yet. I guess I figured the wind power was enough. Right, but you saw we're inside a gold mine. I think this, no, that's just sitting on there for electricity. I actually got a guy in here built underground to fly. I fly him around lifting things. Believe it or not, this is a big hangar bay. I can build stuff down there. This guy was lifting parts and pieces for me, and I started something here, and I can't even remember what it was. That's how you start them. Anything else did I forget? Right, the speed modules, and the assembler. Right, so every one of my bases has cargoes, refineries, O2, H2 generators, and med bays. Everything, and that's the bare minimum. Then additional stuff. So the assembler, I put over here. And let me know if you prefer the, third person over the shoulder, or we can do first person up front. Still trying to remember how. Alt. Nope. That's jump though. I found that. I was just doing it earlier too. That's how I did that shot in the tease, is how do you get around to the side when you're running. Tab. No. Spacebar? Nope. Okay. I'll carry on. So, that's stairs going up. And you did see the gold over here. I did point it out. That's a gold vein going through the base. Runs all through up there. Here's down. And there's another level down here. So here's, I bored this one sideways. So this flat wall is where the drill stops. It always leaves me a nice flat base. And I just thought this was a nice area where I can work on bigger projects. And the containers, so I can get parts while working on these bigger projects. And we'll see what's down in here. This is the one that just iron. I have so much iron, I just shoved, this is half full of iron. And I get it from refining the stone from these holes. So that's my strategy in the past, has been a lot to go underground, and I drill these holes, and that gives me iron, silicone, and nickel in large quantities, and that's a good start. That's how I can build all the base and have as many materials as I want by just boring this all out. So I try to give myself all the iron I'll ever need to have all the fun building anything I want. And I'll bring you down here and just show you this is the hole. And that third container down here needs a little additional support. So you can see again how the structural and the plumbing goes. Look down here and see if I'm live. Yep, I am. Excellent. I don't see any chat though. So they're very unlikely that there'll be any, but if you did and I don't respond, that's because I'm kind of at a bare minimum right here with monitoring. My phone is my off-air, so I'll have to see chat over my phone. So that's it underground there. See, I used some kind of unique pipes. I'll fly over here. This is a mod to get the pipes into your game. And so then I ran the pipes under here to connect that cargo container to this cargo container. I could kind of leave a gap under my bases so you can get, we can get under there and do work, I think. Can we rotate? Sideways. I had to get in here and work on this stuff. And turn around and try to get out. Alright. Now we can go back to the surface, right? So that's all this is underground. And a lot of times, what do they call us? Mole men when you're underground like this. And I try not to, but the surface is dangerous. Like I say, I've got mods up here that if there are reavers and people come out, they can wipe everything you own on the surface off the map. So they won't stop shooting until you kill them. I'm just showing you here all the plumbing back here. I got in here. I guess I dug all this out so I could get the plumbing right. And there's a hole around here somewhere to get out, right? We come up the hole. Oh, there's 2 sides to it. I remember that this comes up one side, and this is under the base, and you can't get out here. This is where I did this is an access hole for me to get under here to fix and repair things. So we have to go down the hole again and come out 180 degrees on the other side. So I think I remember there's a mark, like going to say, okay, this is the side with the light, right? The light is on one side, we go up the side with the light. And it has a little bit of daylight up there. And we come out under a connector. Oh, hi, everybody. God, it looks like it's high noon. So that's the base, right? You've seen that. Like a little tour. And that's what the idea of this stream here. Let's see. I need to know what time it is. How can I figure that out? Full screen. Okay, so we've got about 20 minutes. Telling it to like go full screen again. Hello, come on. Oops, that's it. Dropped my phone. All right. So my idea was to give you a small tour. How's my hydrogen? So since I'm going to do that, I'm going to top off and we'll fly around a little bit. And I'll kind of let you see me flying third person for a while. Remember, I can go first person anytime. You can kind of see, maybe it gives you more context to what I'm doing. I'm looking for a rover. I had a rover around here. So blue things are mine, so I'll just do a small kind of pan around here. There's a rover over there I'm going to show you too. We've got a scouting base we can go explore. Or processing, I think I'll take you there. That's a big plant. Military installations. Now, the red guys are the bad guys. There's a resource processing center over there that's red. We can go let them, they'll shoot at us now. But I got all these frontier defense. Can you see them all? Territory. But the red guys, supply caches, bunkers. So there's things to do. I just wanted to take you over here and show you my rover. Now, the rover began over here on the side of the base. There's a connector there under the road. What do you want to call those? Turbines. And I drove him over here for some reason. I think he's in a defensive position so that all my stuff isn't in one place. And like if a guy is hovering over the base, he shoots from the side here. But he's the same thing. He's a mobile gun platform. Kind of maybe you recognize the setup of just 4 Gatlins that are conveyor fed so they won't run out of ammunition. We've got a med bay here on the rover. And while I'm here, why not top off? This guy is fully functioning and drives, so we could drive him around if you want. You notice the ticking of the turrets. That tells me, though, that is not a normal turret script. That's the smart turret script. So these are some pretty freaking awesome turrets we got if I'm running the smart turret script. What else to show you? There's cargo. That's conveyor. Here's the cargo containers. So we got cargo containers, and what's in them? Oh, I got missiles, but I got ammo. I got guns, welders, hydrogen, some uranium. Is there a reactor on here? And ice. Everyone wants ice. What am I carrying? Look at this. I'm carrying ammo. I need hydrogen bottle. I should top those bottles off sometime. And I'm carrying a bunch of stuff I have no need for, but I'm not full. So I got lots of room, so that's no big deal. Why do I have this? Space credits. I'm carrying around space credits. Amazing. All right. Cockpit. For those of you guys who haven't been in a cockpit. I should be able to move this, shouldn't I? Man, this camera's got me freaked out. So yeah, I can't control my camera at all. Like this? All right. That's interesting. I'll have to figure that out. That's the rover cockpit. That flash of purple's my suit. This is the cow suit mod. There's a remote control, so this whole thing is I can drive remotely. Other highlights, it's solar powered to help charge those batteries that it runs off of. I didn't see, did you see any kind of reactor? So I guess this whole thing's solar powered. Or I can plug it to the base to charge. And where are the batteries? How many batteries do you think it has? I see 1. This whole thing doesn't run off 1 battery, does it? It's insane. But those large batteries are pretty high capacity. I must have hit a reactor somewhere. And then these side things, those are decoy. For those of you who know what decoy modules are. They will draw fire. So like, you know, when the rats come in, they'll try to target my nice components like the guns and the med bay and the cockpit. And so the decoys over here on the corner will distract them, and then they like the solar panels a lot too. So it's just these guard to be shot up over here, and they're surrounded in metal to just take more hit points and damage. So that's the rover. Is there anything under the rover? I'll just show you what the suspension looks like. Oh, why do I have a cockpit under here? I guess so I can drive under here. Can I get in? This is kind of cool. Is this the main cockpit? Yeah, so I guess I can drive this. This is for being underneath it, and I guess I can be under here while people are shooting at me above. So there's the rover. And did you see the crater? Some of you with a sharp eye may have been looking over here and saying, God, what's over here? Well, here's some of my rat loot. These are rats, or they were rats. These are rat ships. This is like the first basic one. This is like a little rat scout. I think this is a totally electrical ship. A lot of them are in this blue-black color. It had missiles, and you can come up behind this particular ship, I think, in the back. And as I flew in, and you attack these back doors to come in here. And once I got through the doors, I hacked my way to the cockpit. And you get in these seats, and how do you take control? Yeah, you just grind the seat down and hop in the seat, and yeah, I stole the whole ship. But you've got this Gatling next to you that's like trying to shoot you while you're trying to grind down the seats. So I ground down the turrets as well and disabled them. So this one was a dual cockpit. So I kept it, like, because there's like 4 nuclear reactors in here, right? I think I took all the uranium out. So if you saw like 700 uranium in my cargo, I got it from these rats. So that's why I have the rat mods, is that they provide a lot of loot in the game. And it changes the game, right? It makes it a lot more fun for me. That you can go steal something like this, and you can build a lot of shit. Look at all those engines, all those atmospheric thrusters. And those will have thruster components. I'll take it under. More thrusters, yeah, so thruster components. So this is how I like to get my stuff. So this is one ship. And you saw I've got so much stuff. I just kind of parked these down here. And I have them down here because on the surface, if an enemy rat comes by, since I own these now, the rats would start shooting up these ships. It happened. There was one on the surface. Maybe I'll take you to the moon, and there's a couple other ships that got shot up. But like those large atmospheric thrusters are worth a lot. There's a lot of components in there. And look at that large hydrogen thruster. There's a lot of components there. And look at those large ion thrusters. Right? So loot out your butt. What's this? A little elevator to go in? Look at this shit. How do I make it go up? Do you hit a button? Really? So I'm gonna hit X. And I tried to keep these ships alive. I'm gonna go first person. Put my little thing right on that. Is this how you make it go up? Maybe not. Because yeah, all these engines are like sucking power. So I put turbines on all of them. So if you see them down here with a little turbine, just to provide enough electricity to keep the batteries charged. Because I took all the power out of the reactors. And I don't know if it has any hydrogen left for those thrusters. It might. But I think I've got ice for hydrogen, so I didn't need it. If they had ice, I probably stole it. If it had ammo, I stole it. I just haven't... A lot of times I'll grind down these ships completely with my grinder. I just haven't done it yet. So I'm kind of storing my loot down here. Alright, that's the rover and the loot hole. So if anybody was here, I'd ask you what you want to see. But I don't think you're all, so I'll pick something myself. So first I think I'm going to take you some blue stuff. I think I call this gold base because it's on a gold base. And we can try to throw some stuff in here later. Be interesting. I think first I'll just fly around. So red in the sky, I told you there's a supply transport. So where did I get those pirates? Out of the sky. I could go and fly up there and look at that one for you. Like a supply transport, I think that may be the blue and black one. That's actually down there. I think that is the supply transport. So that's what's in the air currently. They kind of go by one at a time. And they kind of get closer and closer all the time. Alright, scouting outpost. That's a small base. But totally worth you seeing. Or processing, that's a big base. 2.5 miles away, 3.5 miles away. Rover. That's kilometers. I was gonna say that's not that far. But actually, those aren't that far. Military, that's a big one. Did you see I labeled my antenna? Come and get it. Frontier Outpost, that's a little further, but that's a nice installation. Defensive installation, we can fly that way. Okay. And then the enemy bunkers are over there, so apparently I was kind of advancing that direction. So I think I'll kind of do a little swirl here. I don't think there's a map in this game. Go top down, so I'm going to fill myself up. Let's get a maximum battery. Oh, we want to take a ship. Yeah, we want to be comfortable. And this guy has a couple of nuclear reactors on him that are on. Got any uranium in you? Yeah, he's got 17. That's plenty for our trip. And he's got 17. Looks like they're on. So let's fly this thing, right? We're ready to leave. Oh, let's top me off and make sure I'm in perfect condition before I leave. Which means fully charge my batteries, my hydrogen, and if you saw my inventory, let's run over here. My bottles. Some of my bottles were empty, so I'm gonna go over here, and for those of you that know, we'll find an O2 generator. I take the empty hydrogens and I'll swap them for full ones. So I got 1, 2, 3 full bottles of hydrogen and a bottle of oxygen. Anything else? And maybe I'll just do this to show you guys how you play. Is if we find that big cargo container downstairs, I can get rid of some steel plates. There. Is that one full? No, so I'll just drop the steel plates. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need this. Those are motors. And I don't need displays. I don't know why I'm carrying around space credits. I don't need that drill. I don't even like that drill. If I put this in here, that'll get disappear and it should be recycled by the refineries. And that's it. We got ammo, we got a gun, my favorite tools, and a few bottles. So I'm good to go and I'm fully charged. Well, I won't. But by taking this ship, the cockpit will keep me charged. That's why we're taking it. So if I get outside, God, I've got to figure out how to move the camera. I was just doing it. Escape. No. That might help me in the options. Are there controls? Not the controller, the keyboard. Movement. View. Alt to look around? Really? I think that may be it. Right, I'm in the game. Alt. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Now, but zoom in and out, I should be able to get closer, shouldn't I? Alt. Wow, that's interesting. It seems awfully far away. And out. Alright. Not what I'm used to, but here we are. Alright, I haven't flown in a long time. I don't know why this says power 0. Let's put our control panel. And the batteries of this ship are fully charged. That's what I want to know. Are the engines on? So control panel, engines, atmospheric thrusters. Look like they're on. But on my display, I can turn my thrusters on, I can turn my Gatlins on, I got cameras. I got shields even, what it says. Alright, so wish us luck. God, we are so far out. How can this zoom thing not be working, right? But it is, but we're so far out. This is so weird. Maybe when we disconnect, that's what it's doing. We can only get in so close to the base, so watch this. I forgot how to disconnect a connector. To launch this thing. Thrust up. I think just hit return.
No fuel.
No, that's chat. It's on the toolbar, I think. I gotta set up my toolbar, if I remember how to do this. Inventory. Control panel. Okay, so if I want a connector, if I remember, it's like G, all blocks. Just like I want that connector, not just any connector. So, oh, my ship connector. So, inventory, control panel, this ship connector. Here's toggle it on and off. So it's on. I'm going to turn my connector off, and that's one way to disconnect. Hope I can fly. Off. Up. And we're airborne. So now I can zoom in. There we go. Alright, here we go. I told you I haven't flown in a while. Mars is a little easier, so that connector's off. I think I can turn it on again. Now, so control panel. Just so I just can't remember how to turn connectors on and off. But we won't need that for a while. Gotta try to keep this thing straight. Maybe I'll sit in here and fly for a bit. I was gonna take you to the scouting post first. It's a small, safe one. So see, this is the view inside when you're flying. And how are we doing on power? Everything's good. I'm gonna kind of zoom in and I fly like this. Okay, where'd he go? We're gonna have to go up and over this. Okay, I got 8 hours of power. Oh, and we got the reactors running, giving us more power. So cool, we should be good for a while here. Is the Gatling on? Control panel. Gatling turret is on. That should protect us. We hope there's ammo in it. Check that sometime when I'm outside. So yeah, welcome to Mars. This was my tease. I was out here. I think I died doing something. What do we got here? This is a scouting outpost. This was a hostile. This was a red. And then I came in here. Ooh, how do we have brakes? I need those. Reverse thrusters are on, aren't they? What's the deal? I'm going to go forward and see if I stop. Alright, forward. Yeah, so I guess I just was going too fast. How about down? That's up. I forget what down is. Z down? No, that's initial dampeners. That's... backwards, forwards, left, right. I got up. I forgot down. C? Yeah, C's down. Okay. Come down here about its level. Forward. I guess I should get on the ground. Or close to it. But I'll give you a little tour around here. I guess I shot up the base. That's my damage. I came in here and kind of was rude. I'll get closer to the ground. I don't have to actually sit it. Well, if I sat it on the ground, it would save the thrusters. What we don't... Oh, there's a landing gear. Look at that. We can do that. So up a little bit. Straighten this thing out. And if I go down... Hey, there's a signal coming down. Down, down, down. Lock? Did it lock? It locked. All on its own. Auto lock. Alright. So, you put these things on the toolbars. I need a gear lock, unlock on my toolbar. I think that's a G thing. Like, here's all my things. I want a gear toggle on off. Is that how we lock? Oh no, we don't turn the block off. We unlock and lock it. So we switch the lock. This is what I want. I actually wanted it like over here. Can I do that? Can I clear this one, and this one? I think clear. Remove. Landing gear. Switch lock. I want it in one position. There we go. So landing gear, thrusters, turret, cameras, and now I'd like connector. So connector. Do we toggle it on off or no? We switch the lock. We lock the connector. And now it says I got shields. Shields up. G. We got shields. G. I'm hitting 8. Down. 8. Up. Well, it looks like the shields are on, but maybe I have them set so you can't see the bubble. That'll be interesting. But yeah, shields can be a thing in the game, in our mod. And it looks like shields are on this truck. So I'm going to hop out. I think that's an F. And I'm flying still. I don't need to fly. I'll drop off my thing and walk on the ground and go up in here and show you a... What is this? I already forgot. A scouting outpost. So yeah, this is not a heavily armed base. It's a scouting base for the rats, the pirates. And here you can get ice and oxygen. Yeah, it's a little control panel that you get control by just grinding that seat down. And this is what's left. I kind of took everything. There should be a container somewhere, I think. Like back, that's a cargo container back there. And so I think I've looted it already, or can we get into the cargo? Let's hop in the seat here. And I think that gives us control. So as an inventory, we see what's in. Ooh, look, there's ice. And I think that's still here. There's lots of tools in the container. Looks like they've got a turret with some ammo, but since I own the turrets now, these turrets will now protect me. So that's the scouting outpost. One of the hostile installations on the surface. So, first person out of the seat. I don't know what that is. Oh, show screen. Is the sun going down? There is like day and night around here. So there's the turrets that are now working for me. I think that missile guy will work for me. So now when the rats go over these things, they get attacked. So as we come out here, we might find wrecks of battles that have occurred when we aren't even here. Alright, so we put that nice little thing, that switch, so I'm hitting 1 on my keyboard to unlock and take off. Alright, that's the scouting outpost. Now I had another idea to take you somewhere else. Over to the ore processing center. That'll work. And then we'll go on to the military installation. Maybe we'll do some low altitude flying. Take you over some of the wrecks. That was a whole one right there. So let's just see how the ship flies with the thrusters. There's thrusters in every direction. So for forward you have reverse, for left you have right, for up you have down. So as we go forward and we pick up speed, it has mass and momentum, and we'll have to slow down and stop. These are all blue. These are all friendly installations that I've taken. I've conquered. That is Mount Olympus over there. Look at that. I think. We could go explore that too. That's a very large mountain. Whatever it is. Okay, we're just going too fast, so I'm kind of tipping up. And C to come down. Lose some altitude. And catch ourselves. So what is this? This is a military installation. Does it have a landing pad? No, I don't see one. Kind of like a ore drop thing. Okay, we can go down here. I need to see my landing gear. Down, down, down. Lock. Drop out. Whee! Here I am. And look at this military installation. So this was like, you come down here, I think I come down here with my gun and go pew pew and shoot out the turrets. You don't have to worry about the missiles. They don't shoot humans. Got some stairs. Who's that in the sky? That's the scuttler. Go check him out. Whoa! I missed the ramp. I was distracted by the scuttler. Flames, that's nice. And that's the thing, I got the new graphics card, so let's make sure we've got the options and have the display graphics set on extreme. Alright, quality preset, high. Alright, quality preset high. Model quality, extreme. Alright. I was just trying to see the flames. More flames. So yeah, these are the guys that shoot at you. So you got to take out that turret. You got to take out this turret as you come in. Probably when we go to the top of the stairs, there'll be more turrets shooting at you. And here. And here we are. cargo container. It's always good to see what's in here. He's got batteries. Looks like the batteries are charged. So when I take these installations, I leave them. So he's got nickel, silicone, and iron. Pretty basic stuff, like he'd been, processing stone. And then he's got a seat up here. Any more cargo? More silicone. That's my loot. Oh boy, I got silicone and nickel for loot. Woohoo! Is that 4 batteries there? That's a lot of power here. And anything on the roof. So you see it's just basically a big tower, gun tower. So yeah, this is a military. So those are interior, and then were there exterior guns? Missile launchers and stuff. Take out the antenna. Look at what I left it solar powered. And does it have any ice? Oh, what are those? Are assemblers. Or no, little basic refineries. What are you refining? Oh, stone. So this is an actual little refining station. Is that it? Right, so you can dump ore in there and get it refined. All right, cool. But it says it's a military oh, no, this is the ore processing place. Duh, so I didn't take you to the military plant. Where is it? It's around here then, somewhere. Around here, there's a military base. Right, scouting out, oh, the outpost. No, that's 7 miles away. Frontier. Defense. There's the gold base. Yeah, oh well. Right, he's right overhead. Outpost. Scout. Huh. Maybe it's behind a rock or something, somewhere in a crater. I've lost it. Right, we're in there. Release my gear. I'm gonna get up here and see if I can find that. Where is that military installation? Outpost. And scouting outpost. Interesting. Alright. So, you've seen the blue installations. I'm thinking of taking you to a red one. Is that a resource processing center? And see if it shoots at us. Kind of show you how you take these bases. And I might die, so let's see. If I die, I believe I've got a respawn point on this truck. I'll show you it, so then I would just respawn in the truck. But I don't plan on dying yet. But I guess I've got what I need. What's that? You saw that blue thing up there. What is that? That's a flat, might be what we're looking for. I remember coming here. Yeah, this is a big installation. I brought the rover over here, and I assaulted on that hill, and it tore me a new one. I think. What's this? What the heck is that? I don't remember that. Let's go explore. Hello? Anybody home? Not touching down yet. Down, down, down. Oh! Ouch. Exit. I'm flying. Wheels. What do we got? What's in here? What is this place? It looks military. Right? That's a control tower. Guns? But they're not shooting me. Cargo containers. I can get in here. This is mine. This is mine. So what do you got? So it's just ammo. There's some ice here. Ammo, ammo. Ammo, ammo. Missiles. Missiles are here. More ammo. So lots of ammo. So this is a functioning base. Alright, and it's my base. Why is that that's a gravity generator. Really? No. And they've got an antenna that's not functioning, I think. Ooh, a med bay. Why isn't the med bay working? I don't need it. I'll get it. I've got a med bay on my truck. I don't want to confuse things. Maybe that's why I turned it off, is I wouldn't want to respawn here. More cargo? But just ice and nothing too exciting. Empty. Well, that's cool. So maybe this is the base I saw from a distance and we just couldn't see the antenna. Was that a missile launcher? Like, right under the threat. And that's a missile launcher. And that's hydrogen. But he's empty. You have no... What would he use hydrogen for? Yeah, we want come and get in the control tower. Can we get in here? Ooh. Nice. I like this. Cool. Alright. So apparently I own this as well. But we were on our way to an ore processing facility, I believe, that they won't like us there. He might shoot at us. So, releasing our gear, we're flying again. It looks like we got power for days, literally. Using Alt, I'm getting around behind my ship. And where is that ore processing plant? That's an ore processing plant, but not the one I want. There, your resource. So here it is. I've been down here too. Yeah, these guys, did they shoot at me? Or maybe they didn't. I left them alone for reasons. So I think we can get within like a kilometer without getting shot at. I may go ahead and go down to the bottom of the valley because I don't want to be on the slopes on the side. Okay, my Gatling gun is on too, so if he shoots at me, I'll shoot at him. But I'm going to get down here and go on foot, but I need some cover, right, to make my approach. Or maybe, should I get shot at in this truck first? Hold up. I'm saying back up. Yeah, if he's going to shoot, he'd be shooting now. So I better turn off my Gatling so I don't shoot at him. So, control panel. I have 2 Gatling guns. Actually, it's on my control panel. Like Gatling guns, 3 off, and the others are all off. And I have missile launchers that should. I think I have missile launchers. Is this one I have missile launchers? Yeah. Make sure my missile launchers are off. God, I'm surrounded by red. Control panel, missile launchers, small rocket launchers are on. I guess I'd have to fire them. I'm turning them off because I don't think the space is going to attack us. And I don't want to attack it with my... Well, that was interesting. Did he shoot me from a distance? Somebody did. Or just myself up. I have shields though.
Overloaded. Restarting.
You shoot me.
Seconds.
That guy. So it is them. Well, that was my space truck. I guess I have to take him out. We can build another one. See what I mean by I need some cover? Well, that was a good demonstration. He hit me with a missile, so I didn't get any Gatlings. So if they're missiles, maybe that's it, that I can walk up there. I'm gonna get my gun. You know, let's see, crouch, I think is C. But I don't think he's got any guns to shoot me with. So... Yes, he does. There we are, right there. See him shooting at me? Whoa, golly gee, I don't remember this. Alright. Well, this is how you do it. I'll try to sneak up there and take this one. Looking for where I'm going to make my approach. I'd like to do it from like behind a hill. I could tunnel up underneath him. Can I see my his turrets from here? Looks like there's a rock up there. I could get under that. This looks like a low spot. Kind of run up under here. You may start shooting at me anytime, but I'm gonna try to not get hit. I'm trying to get down behind this hill. All right, only 700 meters to go. But now as we get closer, his shooting is going to be more accurate. It's worth. I'm going to crouch. I don't even need my lights. Is that L's? Do I have binoculars? I'll get this rock between me and them. Okay, that's something there. I don't know if that's what's shooting at me, but there's a turret right there on the end. We could shoot at that. Like, which ones are the Gatlins? I'm not worried about the missiles. We can take the missiles out. Okay. And you see to the left here, there's like a rock. A big rock outcrop I'm trying to get behind. I don't know if I should be crouched and going slow, because if he shoots at me now, I'm dead. Or run for it. I think I'm gonna run for it. Okay, so uncrouch. Run fast. Running for the rock. Trying to get closer. Oh, this way. Am I gonna die? This way. Zigzag. Serpentine. Is that what it is? Serpentine. Nope. And get ready to crouch. Hey, who's shooting? Alright, this got me in a better position, right? 300 meters. Alright. Who's shooting at me? There, I saw you. I saw you. You're like right there. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah? How's my health? Alright, I got good health. You still shooting at me? Why is my reputation dropping? Because I'm attacking a base. How much ammo? Did I bring plenty? Probably did. I normally carry a lot. I have like 75 magazines. Okay, he's there somewhere. I thought he was shooting at me. Did I get him? No. I'm hitting him though. That's what the reputation going down is. Alright, take my time. Try not to die. Because, yeah, my spawn point blew up. so, or I may be laying around here somewhere. But if I die, we'll be back at the base. And that's cool, right? And how am I going to get home? I lost my ride. I got to fly home. Smoke. That's good. Are you alive? Yeah, Smoke. He's disabled. No. In my dreams. Dude. It's like, what is that? Anything on this side? How's my ammo? 62. Probably got more ammo laying all over the desert out there. Anybody gonna shoot at me here? Ooh, that sounds big. Where are you at? Look at that. Reputation with SPRT, that's the pirates. Oh, he's on the end there. I saw him. Okay. He's smoking now. You guys. 50. Any place else I can hide? Can I run under? Is that just asking for it? Apparently I can't get at them. There's 3 of them, I think, shooting at me now. Alright. I'm running. I'm gonna run out of ammo. I'm gonna try to run under them. If they kill me, fine. I might have invulnerability on. But that's okay. I just want to show you this place. So I'm gonna try to run under there. Run! As fast as you can. And serpentine. No! No, 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 no. No, no, no. Over here this way. No, no, no. Yeah, I must have invulnerability on, but I'm not taking any damage. Am I? My health, yeah, my health is fine. So I'll get under here and... If I didn't have invulnerability on... That's one right there, right? Why, when I'm looking, did the gun not look at where I'm looking at? I want to look like up there. There he is, right there, right? There, that's how you take out a gun. Or disable it. There's more around here somewhere. That's a missile. Looks like there's one there. Oh, 2 there. Is there a 4th? I think there might be. Careful. Whoa! Right in my face, right? In the dark. Where is he? Under there? Whoa, that's a full-blown turret. Look at that. Okay. So that's all you have to do is take out the Gatlins. The missiles won't shoot humans. So then I'll go ahead and go inside. Try to get inside. So that's probably why I didn't die when the missile hit and it blew up this ship. Is if I had invulnerability on, then I just fell out of the ship. I could have died just then and there. Probably should have. So lights? So are these stairs? How do you get in this thing? Do you don't down here? You have to fly up there, I think. So I think we're gonna fly. Got any ships around here? I'm in need of a ship. So that looks like an ore kind of processing facility. I should be careful. There might be more guns around here, but see how they're all missiles. And we need a door there. We're not going to be able to get in without grinding our way through. And I think I know this is a control tower. And there's 2 antennas. I think the seats are right in there. To hack this thing. Ooh, there's a turret inside. We grind right between these 2 antennas. Who's firing at me? I hear something. Alright. Just grind this. Hey. Who's that?
Energy low.
That disabled that turret. Jump in here. And there's the chair. If we grind this down, which is a hostile red chair right now. At least this is the way it used to be. Where's the... And then repair it. It's now mine. And I think if I hop in, now I can get in the seat. by going to the control panel and selecting one of them that's mine, like the flight seat. And then is it Control A to select all? Transfer to me. Yes. Didn't work? Why did the homing missiles not transfer to me? Oh, denied. Incomplete. They're damaged. And access denied to the missile, to the homing missile turrets. Well, I know the homing missile turrets are a mod. Transfer. Yeah, I can't do that. Interesting. Doors. Air vents. Access denied. Interesting. Transfer to me. You can't. Let's try it one more time. Let's select one of these, then do a Control A for all. That should have selected them all. Transfer to me. Yes. Access denied. All these lights, all these corner lights, doors. Oh, do I have to, are there like 2 chairs and I have to take control of both? Like there's another one over here. I'll grind this one down. And restore it. Hop in this one. Inventory, control, select, control all, transfer. Oh, suddenly they're all mine. Now they're all mine. There we go. So the entire base is now mine. So now you can wander through, all the doors will open for me. I'll have access to all the cargo units. Like here's this guy if I was using ammo before. So inventory, oh, I want to get in there. Inventory. Access denied. I mean, I have to grind it. I want to grind it. We don't leave ammo laying around here, right? Grind it. Repair it. Give me inventory, your ammo. That's how you get ammo for your gun. So now I have plenty of ammo. So before I was a little worried about running out. Alrighty, yeah, this door will open for us. And I don't remember, there's no map in this game, is there? So, we're leaving the control tower, right? It goes 2 directions here. I'm not sure what goes in this direction. So we'll go over here for now. And what if these are vaults. E? What will cause you to open? Are they already open? Oh, they're windows. And these are blast doors, so we could close them. I don't worry about that. We got our spacesuit on. What's this? This is a big container. It's got lots of tubes in it. Lots of girders. These are all building supplies. So this is loot. Right there says loot. This is what I could take this all home. So you bring your big truck that just got blown up and haul this stuff away. Alright, that was a container. But there's more here. There's a passage here. Passage access. More windows. Guns. Don't run in here. These are my guns, I guess. Surrounded by guns. It's a 4-way passage. Look at how big this place is. Construction. Those are refinery. Those are speed things and more guns. So those all have ammo in them. Is there nothing up here? Okay, that's about it. This. What is this? This is just observation. Aw, isn't this nice? Just a bunch of seats. And if you need power, I think we can sit, and that'll recharge my battery. How's my oh, I'm low on hydrogen. Got any hydrogen in this thing? Conveyor. I need a cargo container. We need a O2 generator. But see how you can get lost in here? This is way back just for observation. Well, we'll go to the right every time. Always go to the right. Defensive module. There should be like guns and ammo. You got any containers? Collector funnel? Oh, a view of the collector funnel. Nice. Nice. Go to the right again. That's probably where we came through from the passage, so I'm gonna go straight through. Then we'll come back and go to the left. Defensive module. Another defensive module? Passage. For observation. Landing pad. That's what I was looking for. Here's the landing pad. If you had a ship. Cool. So yeah, a lot of this game is the buildings, the ships, the design, the architecture. So one of our fellow players, I believe, built this. So left is the way we go now. Built this base, and it was included in the mod by the guy that did the mod for the surface installations. Kind of lost. This is the container. And we came to this passage. I think we just went that way. What's this way? Another more processing? These are the refineries. 2 of them. Ooh, what's below? Conveyors. And this is the end. I believe so. We're down here. This is that large cargo container we found with all the loot in it. Nothing there, and then back up to the control rooms. This one's blocked by the turret there. Guess I could grind that down. And there's our hole we put in the roof to drop into the control room. So I feel like exiting through a door. Well, but how are you going to find a door around here? Probably easier to just use my backpack. Okay, going up. Whee! Alright, what's next? How much hydrogen do I have? Plenty. And I've got O2. A little short on O2. Did we ever find a hydrogen generator in there? Let me go back in. I'm looking for a cargo container. Any cargo containers in here? In the control room? I don't think so. Normally there's not cargo in here. So where would the first one be? I guess we know the one is down here. Here. So I should be able to find, is there an O2 generator in here? First in the control panel, is there even one? Is there one? I think they're in the O2. Oxygen generators. 2 of them. So here is my O2 that needs filling. And this is everything in the base. Here they are, right here. Oxygen generators. Just want to make sure I have plenty of, I can't get there from here. So I gotta go find them. I can't get to them from this one, or the conveyor's broken. See if it has any other bottles, so I'm kind of looking through the base to see if they have any more oxygen. I'm gonna need oxygen out there on Mars. Nope. So I gotta go get closer or find another access point to charge my O2 bottle, and I think that's worth doing. Or I could just fly back to my base and get it. So I'll just wander through here once. Where did we see the O2 generators somewhere? Like under the floor somewhere? In here. I almost feel like I called them out earlier and said, look, there's the O2 generators. That's not them. And they're not back here. Defensive modules. No cargo containers back here. Conveyor, conveyor. There they are. Right there. 1, 2. So how do I get to them? Conveyor belt. I can grind my way in. There's batteries. There's conveyors. I need a cargo container that can reach them. Conveyors. Right, no cargo. This is that. Well, why can that one cargo container can't reach them? I could grind out this block. Who knows what I would disturb? There's that one. Well, maybe I'll try to fly back to my base real quick. So here we are. I'll do one last little pass here. Showing you, what was this called? This is the resource processing station. Pretty nice, huh? I like these things. Now, I'm looking out here. Where any wreckage of my stuff? Like, where did we come from? Is that the boulder I hit behind as I ran over here? So I wonder if my stuff despawned. Is that it? I remember if you get so far away from it, it despawns. I'm just looking for any cockpits or parts from the ship that are left out here. There, my oxygen's there, my power's there. I should sit in the chair and charge up before I leave, even though it's not that far to get home. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the way we came, and there's nothing left of the ship. I'm charging my battery. Fly home and get another ship. We'll go back and see if everything looks good at OBS Studio. How long have we been streaming now? For, an hour and 15 minutes. So I only got like 45 minutes left, and we've dropped 99 frames somewhere. That's interesting. Back into the game. Out of the seat. Fly out of here. Whoa! Here and take one last look, and where's home? We're heading for Gold Base. So you look out here, there's Gold Base right there. Just looking around, I can't believe the whole ship's just gone. It must have despawned. So I'll just fly home, show you my outside view. I'm carrying my gun. Only 5 kilometers. Who's in the sky now? An Orb and Tide. That's a nice ship. Gosh, that's almost worth flying up to show you. Let's see. It's just about overhead of my base. I can get within 1 kilometer before it starts shooting. Actually, I could even do a flyby. That's maybe what I do. I'm doing like a full speed flyby. He might hit me, but I won't die. The idea is that you can see it. That's kind of why I have invulnerability on for the streams, is I didn't want to die when I was trying to show you things and set us back. So I left it on so I could get places and show you things without dying. So I'm gonna get to his altitude, so we can fly up here. How's my hydrogen and my oxygen and my power? All look pretty good. All right, he'll start shooting in about 1 kilometer. And I'll just try to fly right over the top of him, coming in. That's the Orb and Tide. I can try to take that out. So that's what's flying around in the sky up here with these mods. Big ships full of loot. Alright, back to my base. Straight down. Yeah, the Orban Tide is right over my base. He'll probably shoot at me on my way down. And there are my ships. He's right above my ships. So that's the scouting outpost. Is my base on fire? Yeah, there's flames down there. Alright, so here we are. It's not on fire. And I saw, what's this over here? Here's a piece of scrap from a ship. I'm thinking we can throw scrap into the grinder for people who've never seen that. So the grinder will grind up all the parts and get the components from them. And they are plumbed into the base, so they'll, as they grind up the ships, they'll feed the components they get back into the containers downstairs. And so we might be able to use this one. It does look like it has a lot of lifting power. It doesn't even have a connector, but it's all we really got. I can't remember. I can't think there's really no way to get that ship back quickly. I think that's what I wanted to do, is for you to get something that could do some lifting power. I guess we could build. If we have to, we could try this. Alright, so let's put a landing gear on this and see if we can lift with it, or make it a lifting one. Or we can just start over. But 45 minutes, I don't know if I can build a ship in that time. But it's like starting with this one. Not sure. Well, I'm thinking we need a ship, so why not start here and build one, because it doesn't take too long. And that may be like the last thing we do. So there should be a container around here. I need some components, I think. Like some steel plates. I got some on me. Look at, I'm almost out of, I'm going to fill my bottles up with my O2. There's that. Make sure I have plenty to fly around, and O2 is what I was worried about. I want to make sure I have enough oxygen to breathe. So now I got some steel plates to build stuff, and if I want to build a ship, I'm going to try and start it right on that connector there with another connector. Or we start it with a landing gear. Where do you want to build this? How about up here? By the cargo container, I'll put the landing gear like right about here, and I don't have a landing gear on my toolbar. So G. This is a block menu. These are all the blocks in the game, and I'm looking for the landing gear. I used to know where all this stuff was. I don't see landing gear here. There. And we want it on our toolbar so I can place one. Place that. Select a 7. And there's our little... That's a large grid landing gear, though. I don't want a big one. So I can tell it to be a small one, can't I? Back to G. Landing gear. Here. Small block. Landing gear. Here. And there's our landing gear. And they'll put it so the ship is going to be up here, like there. And then I like a cockpit on top of the landing gear. So I need to go to G and get a cockpit. We have a couple different to choose from. There's a fighter cockpit and a... Where are the cockpits? There. Go ahead, since I'm done with the landing gear, put it there. And 7 is a cockpit. Is that facing the right way? The landing gear's kind of... Yeah, that is kind of facing the right way. I've got it kind of a little backwards, but I think we can continue. Here's the cockpit. The back of the cockpit should be... Ooh! Slip and fall. Am I gonna have enough room here? I might. I'll have to move it. God, I should have put the landing gear way over here. Give me more room. I'm gonna run into the cargo container. Maybe? Maybe not. I guess I can continue and nah, better to start right now and just fix it. So boom. And I will need that landing gear back. So I'll put it where my gun is. So G, landing gear, small. I won't need a connector for a while. Landing gear. Small landing gear. How did that get big? 6. Small. And rotate. I want to rotate it. Can you? Not what I wanted. C. Okay, now it's straight ahead of me. That's really weird. So I want it to be like right there. So 5, 6, about something like that. Followed by the cockpit. Why would you be sideways now? That's just so weird. Trying to remember how to rotate these. Wow, it's amazing that it's gonna go on wrong no matter what I do. So I'm gonna select like 6, 7 again, and now it's sideways. This is so weird. God, I can't remember how to rotate blocks. I don't see anybody in chat that's helping me. Look at that. Now it works. Is that where did I get in the middle? Well, it's in the middle of the back. I think that'll work. We can move it forward a little bit later. Will that interfere with anything? I don't think so, because what we're going to put on now is like an O2 generator, I think. And then a cargo container. That makes sense? Yeah, that'll hook to the back of the cockpit. So G, I need an O2 generator. Refinery. O2 generator. Put that down. Put that on the back of the cockpit. And there it is. And it should... Trying to get it to rotate. Can't remember. T? No. There's auto rotate. So turn that off. Well, I don't remember. I thought I could build something, but I can't remember how to rotate the blocks, and that's going to be a problem. So that's why I'm fiddling. If I could just remember how to rotate. Nope. Grind it off. I didn't mean if that was a place that...
Energy low.
Yep, that's why I got the med bay right here. Everything's is full. Back to the O2 generator. Trying to put on the back there. And I need to rotate it. And I can't remember how. That's palette is not spacebar. Alt, Control. Oops, put it down again. Didn't mean to. O2 generator. There's the thing up there. It's just page up, page down. Oh, really? Delete and page down. There. So there we go. That way. That way. That way. That's what I wanted. So I believe it needs to be like that to fit on the cockpit. Cool. We're back in business. We can rotate blocks. That'll be very helpful. Then I put a cargo container to hold stuff, so that's a basic thing we need. I like the large, small containers, small grid. So where are my containers? Containers. Gosh, I can't see any containers. Why? Is that one? That's a small conveyor. I don't see any containers. Right, containers are blocks. There should be 3. Blocks, right? Containers. Small block containers. We'll just go small block. Artificial mass. Large container. There it is. That's what I want right there. Is a large, small block container. Put that over the regular blocks. Enough of that. There's our container for the ship. And that large thing can go ahead and go against the back so that ice can go straight into the unit. That looks about right. That's a large. And I want a large one on the bottom for the connector. So I'm going to go ahead and stand on the ground for this. Like, just sit back here. Get in position. Actually has my hydrogen. I'll fly. And kind of step back and look at it. Why is it red? First of all, and trying to place it on the back of that. There it is. And I'm going to use the rotate commands. Come on, down a little bit maybe to place it. Okay, so that's a large, 3 larges, and a small. So that must mean that there are. There's a small on the bottom. Don't think how I want this. I want a big one in the front, a big one on the bottom, and a big one on the back. So I do like that, and then I want to rotate it. The opposite of that. That's what I want, I think. There's smalls on each side, small on the top, big in the front, big in the back. You need interior plates. Of course I do. So we go over here. Give me some interior plates. From the base down below. There should be lots of them. Here's plates. Here's interior plates. How many do I want? That's a lot, but I think a box needs a lot. And we'll go think through that all again. Right, big one in the front. Small all the way around. All right, do we want to start building those 3? And then we'll put thrusters on it, and I need batteries. Anybody else need interior plates? construction components. Now I'll just start getting the parts I need. This is the stuff I have steel plates. I could use more steel plates. Like, if I wanted just 100 steel plates. I'm trying to remember how to do that. Because this will fill it up. This will do like a max. Yeah, they're at 100. But I did nothing. So you do a control, drop, 100. And that's how I want 100 steel plates. I want, say, like 100 construction components. And I think I'm already out of room. And we'll see. Make sure these guys use up all of that. I can drop myself down now. Did the landing gear down here. Need some motors, it looks like. This guy needs some motors, displays, and computers. Motors and computers and large tubes. Motors and computers and displays. So it looks like I need motors and computers. So I can put back some of the interior plates. And I need some computers. Those computers, that's displays. I need some of those. Maybe like 20. And computers, maybe like 50. And anything else I forgot what else we might need. So we'll just go and do those. See if we can finish the landing gear. We need a motor. That's right, we need motors. So give me some motors. Here, like, start with 50. How am I doing? Yeah, I got plenty of room. Excellent. Okay, get the gear done. Wait a minute. Okay, the gear looks done. Get the cockpit done. Gonna need just need some bulletproof glass. Need some large tubes for the generator. And cargo's done, so I need tubes and bulletproof glass. Wait a minute, why are those red? Large steel tubes. Computers, what's the deal? Why are they red? I don't know. What do we need? Tubes and glass. So I got lots of room. I think I only need like 2 tubes. So large tubes, give me like 5. And bulletproof glass, it was like 30, give me like 40. Okay. Get the cockpit done. And the O2 generator's done. And it's done, so good. Everything's done. Excellent. How about some batteries? Yes, maybe 2. G. Small grid batteries. Right there. And they can replace the landing gear. So G6. And to replace batteries, I'm going to need steel plate. And do I have steel plate? I do have steel plate. So I can at least place them. So there's the batteries. I'm doing the rotate thing, like turn them that way. And turn them like that way. And they seem upside down to me. So I want to like rotate them like that. It's kind of normal. And that kind of blocks the cockpit, but it'll fly. There's 2 batteries. Okay. What else we can do that? I need power cells. Whoa! Fall off the base.
Energy low.
You don't say. Alright, hold on. Let me charge up. Yeah, so we're working outside here. There's no air to breathe and there's no power, so that's why the med bay's out here. The other one only needs power cells, and this one only needs power cells, so I need 40 power cells. And they're big. So I might need to get rid of everything else and just haul power cells. Like that stuff. Motors are pretty big, I'll put them away. Tubes are pretty big, I'll put them away. And glass we don't need. Those aren't that big. They can kind of hang around, and power cells we needed 40. We got 70. We'll just put them in and put the rest away. So then the batteries are done. thrusters. Alright. I'll need a connector to charge, and then I need enough thrusters to fly them over there. For thrusters, I have plenty of steel, so I think I'll start just placing thrusters. I'm going to use atmospheric thrusters, small grid. We don't need the hydrogen thing anymore. And G to get rid of it. Small grid. Let's do the downward thrusters first. Or maybe not. Because we're at 5. I'm doing the thrusters. That's what I was thinking, is doing these reverse thrusters first. Like him. Those are the braking thrusters. We'll start with 2. That's not a lot of braking, but it'll hold a hover. And these would be the power forward thrusters. So where we can put them anywhere we want. That's the neat thing about building. So for this one, I was going to put thrusters all over the place, and there's going to be downward thrusters. And that's what I'm trying to coordinate. So maybe I should place the downward thrusters first. Because I need like 6 of them. Right, so this looks like in the middle there'll be one. And we'll put like a matching one on the back of the cargo container. And then maybe a front one. Oh, I keep falling off the base. Maybe can I do it up here? You know, that's kind of a matching one. So there's 6. And the front ones. Big one there. There. And there. Alright, so see, and I kind of placed them there so if we hit the ground, the thrusters don't hit the ground first. So then we need forward thrusters, so that kind of puts me up here. Like upper thrusters. And again, that's not a lot of thrust, but it'll hold. So we got forward, backwards, up. We don't have down. I don't need a lot of down. It's just to kind of stop you. So I'll just put those for down. 2 down. So we got up and down, front and back. Now we need left and right. Well, up here kind of looks good. Look down at the ship. Down. Okay. I was thinking something like that. And oops, didn't mean to do that. Come on, escape. Kind of looking for the middle of the ship, right? And that should be over there. I think that's what I wanted. So there's a little left and right, up and down, front, back. If I could get another left and right on there, like under here. No, don't fall. Like right there. See, it was green for a second. I mean, like right here. I can grind it. I can't really see if it's placed in relation to the landing gear, but I decide I can grind it off. That looks about right. And we can do this with it flying in the air. I was just looking. Like that. That's about right. Alright, so there we have a little more left and right. That'll make it a little more responsive. 2 front and back, 2 left and right, 6 up, 2 down. Alright, let's weld them up, and we'll have thrust. Right, and to weld them, we need a bunch of stuff. I just want to get all the steel. Like, let's do the steel, the construction components first. So do I have all that on me? I have steel. I need more construction components. And what else did I need? Steel motors and grids and tubes are all large. I guess I'll do the grids because I only need 1 each, so I need like, 10 grid. But the grids are really big. Maybe motors. I don't know. Let's just start grabbing stuff. And I already forgot what to grab again. Construction components and steel, motors, grids, and tubes. Construction components. I didn't even see how many I needed. construction components, give me like 100. Steel, you know, another 60 or so. Okay, so I have like 160. And just hit motors. There's a lot of thrusters there. I'll go ahead and we'll start stuffing motors in them and try to give me 100 motors. And I'm pretty full. And then I needed some tubes, so we'll grab, just fill up the rest with tubes. I don't need 230 tubes. I can't carry that many. Yeah, it should only put in a few. There's like 13. Then we can get all the tubes done pretty quick. Power. I'm gonna do the med bay thing real quick. Let's charge. I am charged, and we're starting on thrusters. Give me my welder. Why don't I see my welder? Grinder, welder. All right, weld him up. God, he's almost done. All he needs is grids. All he needs is grids. All he needs is grids. These guys are all done back here. Just try to do it in some order, like let's do all the down thrusters. Okay, I need more construction components. How many does each one need for construction components? 25. All right, we need hundreds of them, so give me a couple hundred construction components. Construction components, about 200. And I got a little bit of room left. Okay, this one's done. Motors, we're out of motors too, so I'll continue. Just get the plates and stuff in them all. And the tubes. I'll free up a lot of room. Okay, we need computers. Motors and grids. Grids. Motors and grids. Motors and grids. He needs everything, so now I'm pretty much running out of everything. But motors and grids will be next, and then we'll clean up the rest. Come on down. Can I get in there? Alright, so that must mean I'm out of construction components. Alright, let's do some motors and grids. So power, why am I carrying around power? Get rid of those. It's taking up a lot of space. So on that note, there's no construction components, and I know I need some, so maybe give me another couple hundred of these. So I got plenty of those. Still got plenty of plates. We need motors. Give me 100 motors. And grids. These are huge. Give me... No, I don't need 72. I'd like 36 to start with. And then the rest, just give me motors. Fill me up with motors. There we go. And let's stuff motors in everybody. Okay, let's just start in the front here. He's done. Just go around the outside of the lower ones. Okay. Done. 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 So that's a lot done. Alright, I don't really need those guys on the bottom yet. I can use these guys. The ones I really need are the forward backwards ones. This one. What we're trying to do is get it over on the connector to get it started charging the batteries. So I don't need down really, but we'll see if I can just finish these. Yep, I can. We'll do the downs. I'll do the left and right one last. I need large tube. I didn't do these tubes. Oh, did I use all the tubes? That'd be wild. Give me because I had 36 tubes. Give me 6. Alright, look at that, we're done. Alright, everyone's done on this side, I think. Those are all done. And this is done. So anyway, that's how you get them to a basic start. You need a cockpit, you need a power supply, these are electrical, and you need thrusters in every direction. So this thing should fly. we're going to try to put on that connector to charge the batteries. So here we go. In the cockpit, I'm going to release the landing gear. So I'm going to select here and say I'd like to do this switch the lock on number 1. So then if I'm outside, there I am again, alt over here, and from way away we're going to release and try to fly. Release the lock, fly, and zoom in. Alright, so I'm airborne, but I don't have much power. I have like a few minutes. So let's fly this thing over onto the connector. Back over. There's the connector. Forward. Oh, and there is no connector. Duh! Anybody want to weld up a connector? Yeah, let's do it while it's hovering. It's got 40 minutes of power here, so I'm going to exit. Leave it hovering, so just so you know, yeah, you can get out of your ships and they'll hold their hover. There's a couple I didn't do under there. I need a connector. I think I got the stuff to start a connector under here. So, G. Connector, please. There. No spotlight. Connectors. I don't recognize it. Sometimes it could be a small grid or a large grid. Where are you, connector? I know, there's the ore detector. Looks like I'm probably looking right at it. Connectors. They're here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like that spotlight. And I seem to remember I'm up. Oh, well, let's just say this is a small block. Maybe they'll appear in here. That's the spotlight again. Connector. Small grid. Over the container. G. I'm underneath. Up at it. Gotta do some of that rotation stuff. That'll work. Like that. So that's a connector. See how I put it on the large connector on the bottom of the cargo container. So all the stuff in that cargo container is going to be able to transfer into the base, and now we need some small steel tubes. And this cargo container here, if I didn't mention earlier, is tied into the whole plumbing, so I can get down into the containers below and pull out some, what did we need? Small tubes? I think I only need like 10, but I'll get like 20. Small tubes. Let's go put those in. That's done. These guys. He's done. That's what I meant. I can do these when I was underneath it. All right, those all look good. All right, that's the connector over the connector. Then you do it about 90 degrees here, maybe back it up a little bit, lower it down, and they'll auto lock. And what do I hit to connect? F. Oh, I need connector. God, I gotta go to G. We need the connector lock unlock, switch lock. G, and tell the connector to lock. Exit, let me out. And it locked. There it's green. So we're on and we're charging the batteries. We can go inside, and I'll show you a little. They're charging at a slower rate right now, but we can make them charge faster. So I should be in the cockpit right now. Why don't I see it? I'm seeking a view out. Inventory, control panel, and we should see B for batteries. The white ones are the ones in this one. Are currently only have 200, and they're charging. 800's going in. They're charging pretty fast. But they're also being drained. Who'd be draining? Are the thrusters running right now? So you take all the thrusters and shut them off. Let me see if the thrusters are running while it's parked. I don't see them. I'm gonna exit. What would be using power? Oh, the O2. I need to put some ice in it. Think I have any ice? I should have bunches of ice. But But I gotta be able to carry it, so I can put all this stuff. I've literally built the ship. I don't need any of this stuff, I don't think. So I'm gonna put it all away and give me room to carry the ice. Computers, grids are big, tubes are big, small tubes and motors are pretty big, and some steel plates. I can go back and find the O2 generators again. Here, I'm going to fill up my oxygen. And give me some hydrogen because I've been flying. And I'm all topped off. And that's all I wanted. Put everything... Oh, I wanted ice. Where do you think ice is? Oh, well, it's right there in the O2 generators, but I don't want to take their ice. You think there's some ice in one of these containers? Like, here's 80k of ice. Boom, that's as much ice as I can carry. And I will go put that into the cargo container to be sucked up by the... That should be sucked into the O2 generator. So I'll pop in here and see if I can get any O2. Or the cockpit chamber. That's interesting. Is that this ship, or am I seeing the whole base? They should be white if they're this ship. So here's the path. So I was looking at the base. I was like going, what? Like, what was it up here that freaked me out? Was, why are there tanks in it, in my O2 generator? So it's not. The yellow guy, here's the connector. I think it should be white is my ship. So this is my connector. This is my large cargo container, and here is the O2 generator. Has ice in it. And is that, did I just tick off that I'm using... Oh, you know what? I'm going to raise my hood in the cockpit. So where's my helmet? Anybody remember how to raise a helmet? Open your helmet. Helmet H? No. That's the HUD. Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, if I open the helmet, then maybe I would start using some of the ice in the O2 generator. But it looks like it's working. So let's see. How long have we been streaming now? Looks like we're about an hour and 55 minutes, so that's about the end of the 2-hour block I wanted to do. I was going to try to lift some stuff and grind it up for you. That was the whole point of building this thing. Do you think 6 thrusters? That's why I built it. It has more lift than the 4 thruster, and I've got a landing gear to lock on to some scrap. So I basically need these batteries to be charged faster rather than slower. So I was going to show you earlier that if you select the battery, like these here are the 2 batteries we just built in white, and they're only at 300. If we put them on recharge, like I can do them one at a time recharge, they'll start charging at 4 megawatts, and they'll charge much faster. And maybe I'll do that. I'll put them both on recharge, but don't forget to put them back. And this will be done in like a, well, it says 10 minutes. I wish it would go faster. Anyway, but yeah, you can't make it charge any faster than its maximum rate, so we'll just let them go, and when they're charging, they're in yellow there. I could take this guy out and fly him for you. So can you see all he is a connector, and the connector actually has ammo in it for the guns, I think. It's a container. So you can put a lot of ammo for the Gatlins in the connector. And the Gatlins actually have ammo themselves, but it's a much smaller. They only hold 64. Is that liters? Whereas look at this connector. Holds 1,000, 100, so lots more. Then you need power for everything, so that's the batteries on the back here for power, and then thrusters just in every direction, and a remote control and an antenna, so it can be flown remotely. But I guess the idea is just you can sit in the seat. You can do this while you're charging. And I can take control of this. Haven't done it in a long time, but in here, control panel. I'm in the seat, so the white remote control. I take control. So I'm now controlling the ship, which means I can release the connector and fly it, I think. I should be able to... G... God, see which connector's which. They're not connected. So how can I disconnect it? Let me out. connector. So now I know I'm in this. This is the connector. If I just turn, where's there be a lock down here? Unlock the connector. Hope it doesn't fall off. Okay, it's unlocked. Looks like the thrusters are going. I'm in the chair. I take control of the remote. Remote. Control. Oh, I think I'm flying it. Get up. Up a little bit. Wee, and zoom in. And there it is. The flying bot. The flying gunship. Is that it? So he's meant to like wee. And I'll just zoom around in the front with the guns. Go pew pew. And these are cheap and inexpensive, and as we get more into it, we can build welders. We can make this a blueprint and produce this in not, mass quantities, but it's easy to reproduce and, rebuild it. So that's what this ship is. So the idea of what we're going to try to do is come over here and pick this up. Put it inside our grinder pit here. Fly over here and drop it in there, and if I can remember, I can close it and turn all the grinders on. That'll be interesting to find if all the grinders are off. Okay, so while I'm here, let's put that connector on the toolbar, because I didn't even know which connector. That's the problem when it was hooked to the base. It's like, what connector? So this one, switch lock, and now that's on the toolbar down here. And there's no landing gear. So I have to worry about the connector. And this thing will fly for like an hour like this. So it only has batteries on it to make it cheap. So when you lose it, it's no big deal. And it's full of cameras. So like if I go in here, go to the control panel and pick like they're labeled forward left, forward right, forward middle, forward top. It's like forward middle view. This is what I see when I'm remote. Is right between the turrets, and I can fire it. Pew pew. Okay, that's the camera view. How do I exit the camera view? Open the ship control panel, leave remote control. F. Okay, that was just the camera. All right, so I'll go ahead and fly her back down, try to land her. That's what this is kind of a just when somebody came and I was in trouble and needed some guns, some flying guns. This is my flying guns. And you can modify them, you can add missiles, do all kinds of cool stuff with it. So lower it. This is how you dock the connectors. Gotta get down. Probably way off side to side, right? And when they get close enough, they magnetically lock, and then I hit 4. Get out of the seat. And you see it's locked. And locked, it's charging. There's the battery charge state. So there you go. So speaking of battery charge state, these are like half charged. That's okay. We'll hang around. We'll let them get fully charged. And then we're going to go try to lift some stuff. And then we'll call it the end of the stream. Is that cool? Anything else you want to see or need explaining? There's the power supply. This is a connector for the rover, so the rover can back in here before all the holes. All these holes are from rats that have come and attacked and crashed. The holes are left when their ships crash and explode in the ground. Come over here, I can look at the batteries. They'll be in white. White batteries are 650. So a little over half full. Just kind of fly around. So these are pistons. I can raise that and lower that. I'll lower it to lower the lid, and then this one will bring the lid in. Flying around just looking. So you guys know about boulders, right? You take your drill out. Hey, dude, that's gold right there. I didn't realize I had a gold boulder. Cool. I don't think I've ever seen a gold boulder. Neato. down here and get some hydrogen for myself. So that's what med bays do, is they replace your oxygen and your hydrogen and your power and your health. And mine are all now at 100 now. Oh, and then internally looking at my tanks. Yeah, but I got plenty of fuel, even though I've been flying around. Looks like these turrets are off. Wonder why that is. Why would I turn turrets off? Oh, when I'm bringing these guys in for the grinding pit, if they're not mine and they're enemy, then my turrets have shot at me before because they're enemy blocks. And if I'm carrying them, then they literally shot me out of the air with my own guns. So I'll take you downstairs one more time. Actually, here's when the pirates come, I can hop in here, and this is where I run the grinding pit. See it there on number 2? I can turn the grinding pit on and off from here, and I can turn the turrets on and off from here. And I didn't put the hole here. For some reason, the hole ended up back here. This is how far. It's pretty far underground, huh? And yeah, again, I'm pretty pleased that this turned out to be a double refinery setup. Plenty of storage, lots of resources. I'm very pleased. And I told you that pirates can come and wipe everything off the surface, and I'll still have this stuff down here. And I can pretty much completely rebuild. Everything's disposable. And I even have a ship here that flies underground. And there you go. I'll even come back here. I'll give you a view of the gold in the walls. Okay, is this the side with the light? Fly back up here. Okay, the batteries are looking good. Guess we can hop in and start doing a little pre-flight. Like, what all are we? I don't think we're gonna need anything else. All I'm gonna use is the landing gear and the thrusters to try to pick up some scrap. Batteries are 800. I think that's going to be fine. Put them back in auto. 1 and 2. And they both look like they're in auto. I'm just going to exit real quick, make sure they're green. Alright. Got the connector on the toolbar. Releasing the connector. Getting it in the air. Zooming in, and there he is, flying. Over to this piece of scrap over here. Oh, I don't have a gyroscope on it. So see, I can't turn it all. Alright, we need a gyroscope. Let's get out and build one. What do you think we need for a gyroscope? I have to go to G and get a gyroscope. Is that a gyroscope right there? Put it on my toolbar for, like, I'm not doing any more connectors. Gyroscope needs plates, tubes, motors, and computers. So first I'm gonna grab the plates. Get it started. Give me 100 plates. I don't think I'll need that many, but I know gyroscopes need a lot of plates. And then I can't remember anything else that it needed. I think there were some computers, but we'll just get it placed first. Right, we're gonna need computers, motors, grids, and tubes. Computers, motors, grids, and tubes. Where do we want that? Gyroscope. Could go like right between those two. That's a good place. Boom. There's the plates. Oh, we only needed 10. So computers, motors, tubes, and construction components. Okay, I'll put the plates back. Okay, computers. 10. Are there motors? Yeah, motors. Grids, not that many. I think grids. Grids. 5. And big tubes? Really? I thought maybe if they're little tubes, I'll do like 2 big tubes. Back up. Welder, please. Yeah, you guys notice my welder's not showing up? There it is. Construction components. I do need construction components. You're absolutely right. Construction components. Like 20. Alright. There we go. Looks like we have a gyroscope. Now, when I want to turn, we can turn. I think this will be enough. How's the power? We got like 30 minutes of power. Can you hear some scrap? Oh! I don't have much lift at all, and I'll bet I damage things. My goodness. I need steel plates. More damage. Did I damage the container? Nope, just some steel plates. Hit the connector. Steel plates. 50 for the hell of it. In case I do it again. Yeah, so that means I don't have much thrust to weight ratio. Look at those engines, they're already really struggling. You mean more engines? Oh, you know what? I could do large atmospheric thrusters. We'll do that. I'll show you. If I can't lift now, we'll fix it. I got a plan. Keep this thing level. He might be able to lift it if we give it everything we got. This guy is kind of like a magnet. It's kind of like docking with a connector. Just getting over it. Kind of centering it. That battery's probably going to be heavy. And we don't want auto lock. So I'm going to I, control panel, find the landing gear. There's a thing called auto lock. Turn that off so that it doesn't snap accidentally and grab it. Now I'm lowering it. Boy, that goes down quick. I can remember that. Lower it. That's yellow. Lock. Lift. Lifting. Got smoking part. Alright. Let's take our part over to our little grinding pit. Fly it over here. So yeah, when the pirates come and I've got blowing up ships laying all over the place, I just bring them over to my grinding pit. Fall pretty quickly. And release the landing gear. There you go. Stuff is in the grinding pit. There's more. You want more? That went pretty well. They're flying around. There's like a whole ship around here somewhere. So we can get it to fit in there. Yeah, so I got tired of grinding up ships, so I left them laying out here. And I'd ask you guys if there's any ones in particular you want to pick up. But let's see, that's almost like a whole ship right there. Come down lower. Whereas the other one over there isn't a whole one, and I might have trouble lifting this one. We could come back and try and get it later, but I thought this one might be a better choice right now. It's kind of like a wing or one full section. So yeah, when the ships come down, they come down in pieces. Alright. We're gonna carry this guy. Without it getting all weird on me. I'm like in the middle of that. Okay, the connector's gonna hit. Nose down in there. Okay. I don't like that. So maybe this way I was thinking. try and lock onto that little piece of metal there. Lower there and lock, lift. Okay. Fly her over. That is my place, isn't it? How's the power? It's like 30 minutes of power left. Okay, so you just keep dumping stuff in there and filling it up. Now I'll go ahead and park this real quick for you, and then we'll do this. I'll grind this up and show you how it works, and then we'll call it a night. We're down. Alright, because that was good. We went, we blew up a ship, we built a new one. Hauled some stuff, we ground it up. Easy there, big guy. Lock that connector and exit the vehicle responsibly. Alright, that looks good. So I don't have to worry about that. So now, when I turn on the grinding pit, I'm going to go in the thing down there to turn it on. Grinding pits are known for throwing shit everywhere. And it's bounced out and it literally lands around the base. So I cover it with this top. I don't know why it has those blocks on top. I was doing something. Here's the control panel for this piston. I don't know if you guys know pistons and rotors much. Have I set this to fully close at 0.5 meter a second? So you just say reverse and watch it close. I'll just stand back. There's not a whole lot to say, right? You can watch. And then that'll catch most of it, but they'll still splash around through that gap. So this piston, I can actually bring the lid down on top and close it so that they can't get out, but I'm going to leave it so we can peek in while it's grinding and all that stuff. So we'll go turn the grinder on. I saw it down here in the cockpit. It's number 2 there, so I'll hit 2. Now the grinders are on. Exit. Let's go see what's going on in there. Cool. So that will get all your components, like even batteries and stuff. When they grind it up, you'll get power cells. Hey, see what I mean? You can't even keep it all in there. So I'll give me my grinder and get that off of my med bay. That's my med bay. Yeah. There you go. So that's my little grinder I made. And all of that goes into here, I think. This is the closest one. Yeah, so see how you got in that container now, there's like metal. I don't know that this stuff was in here. In this is like a local small container. So that might have just come from those ships. We did alright. Well, I think that's about it. I'm gonna turn off my jetpack, look at my chat. Try to, anyway. I touch this. Does it say live? It doesn't say live anymore. There it is, live. But it doesn't look like anybody's chatting. So I can leave the game here like this. Well, actually, I should probably exit the game. So we're going to save it here, where I'm just standing outside. We can come back to this. Save. Yes. My progress and exit. Sure. And then I was going to go over to OBS Studio and see we've been on for 2:15. All right. Audio levels look good. I forget what I was coming over here to look at. Oh, just chat. That there should be a window for me to chat in and see if anybody said anything. But nobody has, so I don't have to worry about answering. Cool. Well, I think that's about it for this Space Engineers first broadcast. I hope you enjoyed Mars. I'll be coming back like next week and maybe taking you to Moonbase, where the Reaver attack happened. And I think the Reavers will still be in the sky. That's another mod, and they're even more serious bots that will tear you a new one and wipe everything you own off the surface of the planetary body you happen to be on. So, if you made it this far and watching, thank you so much. I hope to see you in future content. Have yourself a good night. I should fade to black here. It's like preset. Fade to black.